Hi everybody. Got little Dee here, still wearing her beautiful little black and white outfit. Where's her shoes? I'm just holding the phone. This is a bit awkward. I don't need those on right now. This is not exactly Reborn related. See her beautiful hair up close. Gorgeous. You can see my rash here is getting bad again. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's the oil that I started using in my face is making it worse. I'm going to go back to the Avon stuff. Anyway, I digress. I wanted to just do a little update. I don't know if I've even told you yet with my brain fog, but we did get the 2-bedroom flat. The residential care they end up I wasn't allowed into because you have to be at least 55. And my oldest granddaughter started asking me not to move. So I said, okay, what if we get somewhere around here? And it's just up the street from here. It's a bottom 2-bedroom flat. There's still stuff has to be done to it, so. And then the people that are helping us, the Cedar Foundation, they're going to work it out. So we have about 3 weeks so that I can get somebody in to pay to lay floors and stuff like that before I move in. And of course, she knows it's going to take us time. I've already started the packet, as you know, but like, obviously because I'm doing it all on my own as well. And Jim is helping me out, of course, as much as he can, but he already does the shopping and most of the cooking and whatever. So, and he's been very, very tired recently. Look at her little eyes. They're gorgeous. Just the other day, when the girl was out, Alison from the Cedar Foundation, and my oldest daughter came over. That's the one that, the mother of my grandchildren, and she's actually trying to move in here to the family home. And I just got really, really, really emotional and crying and upset because, I don't know, it's difficult. I moved in here when I was just a girl of 19. And there's just so many memories, and that's where the children grew up. But a couple of times, you know, Jim wanted me to move near to his family and other things, and I always said no because I wanted the children to grow up and stay in the same place, and I wanted them to like always know their friends. And because, as I said before, my mother, she just traveled. Like, I couldn't even tell you how many houses we were in, and we never got to keep our friends. And you didn't have social media then, so you couldn't keep in contact with them on Facebook or whatever. And there's just things around the house, like, I'll put some pictures up at the end. This room here, my oldest daughter, she was in here, I think, during like her teenage years. And her friends would come over, and her cousin Tammy, and they have all their names still written inside the wardrobe and things like that. And then when you think of things that's in the attic, huge boxes of stuff. I saved every single thing from their play school days right up. And I think inside the other wardrobe, there's like an I love you sign that my youngest daughter did for her girlfriend. Stars that used to light up in the other room with the grandchildren started sleeping over there. And just like, you know, my second daughter was so funny, and she used to watch all the Home Alone videos, and she would leave all these surprise little gifts for us. And believe it or not, even now, you know, like I found one the other day. I was reading out the boiler where all the blankets are kept and stuff like that. And she used to put these tiny, she had thousands of little stickers, and she used to stick them like everywhere. She's 25 now, and of course she's not living here. She's getting married now to her partner, her girlfriend, in September 17th. And I literally found a sticker today and it just made me cry. There was little tiny square white ones. And my niece Mandy, she used to stay here with me at the weekend when I was on my own at the time, and with my mother. She used to stay here, and it was just me and Catherine, and we had so much fun. And she did the same thing one time, I remember that. And only a year ago or something as well, I remember finding one of her stickers. I mean, you would just find them in like, you know, like places you wouldn't really be, like cupboards and storage rooms. And at the start, of course, I found all the ones that was on, they were all stuck over the light switches and, you know, things like that. But yeah, my daughter is fighting at the minute, hoping, but I don't think it's looking so good, which I don't see why, because it's like a three-way swap. They did it for my niece before, and I mean, they're just being selfish and stubborn and unrealistic. Not unrealistic, sorry, brain fog. Unreasonable. Because my daughter lives a few doors over from here at the moment, as I said before, and she has a beautiful home. So whoever they were going to offer this home to, my daughter could offer just as good. The only thing we have extra is obviously they had to build a downstairs bathroom that was fit, that you could fit a wheelchair in. Because as you know, my husband has brittle bones as well. My second daughter, at times he was in a wheelchair and we had to sleep down the stairs, and he had to, you know, they had to build that then because he was using a commode and stuff. But that's the only thing extra that they would have, you know, from this house. So I'm just praying, and I'd love it if you prayed with me, because I'm just emotional this time. I really... I don't even know where the camera is, per usual, on this new phone. I do not know, but anyway, you know what I'm like. I just really want my daughter to get the family home. Okay. There's a couple of more things I wanted to say, guys. Because of all the moving, and I've had appointments, and I mean, even just renting out one boiler, it just takes so much time. It's unbelievable. So the monthly giveaway, which was supposed to end on the 31st of this month, and that was for the 2 clothes prizes, that is now ended. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. And you also got an extra entry into the doll giveaway, and I'm going to be doing that sooner as well, because it's just another massive box, and you know, because I was putting so many clothes and stuff into the box with her. So I'll let you know about that tomorrow. And I'm going to do a final check now after this to make sure I didn't miss anybody over the other video where it says monthly giveaway. And if you remember, if you did a shout out or whatever, you were entered into the clothes 2 prize giveaway, and also an extra entry. And the past few days as well, I was just trying to, you know, I bought a few things. Like, I think there's about 6 people that I'm posting off Happy Mail to tomorrow. And yeah, so please, guys, be understanding, and I love you all, and I know you'll pray that it works out. And I mean, the 2-bedroom flat, they've put everything new in. You know, we have to go and view it tomorrow again, and I know the girl up above who is so sweet and wonderful, so that's great. There's still going to have to be like a lot of money spent on it. You know, the way they put down those floors, but I mean, you can't even clean them. You literally have to use a Brillo pad, so I'll have to cover those right away. And but I'm not concerned about that. And the Cedar Foundation, of course, is still going to help me. I'm going to have a buzzer in there and security and stuff like that. Because as you all know, I have this OCD thoughts every day about my husband dying. And recently they have gotten worse because he's just slowed down and he can't remember anything. Like, I had to do all the tablets today again. I bought new things to store them, you know, to put them in, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm going to have to write everything down tomorrow again, because every time I'm on new tablets at the minute again because of congestion, fluid in my ears and things like that change about from time to time, with the lupus and the Sjogren's disease. And I put on these shots at the moment to help me put weight on. And then he's just completely confused again. And so I wrote it in the diary tomorrow, and if he doesn't phone his doctor, I'm going to phone myself. He was supposed to be getting sent to some memory clinic like months ago, and he hasn't had any word. And he's going over now sometime in August. He has to have all these scans and tests of his left ventricle, of his heart or whatever, and it takes up to 3 hours to do all the tests. So, I mean, I just think they're not doing that for no reason. So, anyway, I'll let you have a last look at little Dee. She needs a little bit of talc on her. So, yeah, just pray, guys, that my daughter gets this house. Because they were talking about time limits. But with the Cedar Foundation, they work it out so that I can have 3 or 4 weeks even after I accept the flat, which I haven't officially accepted yet. So I just, you know, that's plenty of time for them to organise a 3-way swap. So yeah, okay. I better end this. I hope it uploads now. God bless everybody.